The Fibonacci sequence is a list of numbers where each number is the sum of the two numbers before it. It starts like this: 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, and etc. Here's how it works. Start with 0 and 1. Then you add them. 0 plus 1 equals 1. Add the last 2 again. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Then 1 plus 2 equals 3, and so on. Each time you just keep adding the last two numbers to get the next one. In real life examples, the way leaves grow on a planet, the spiral of a seashell. In simple words, it is a number pattern where the next number is always the total of the last two. It's nature's favorite pattern and shows up everywhere. The Fibonacci sequence was introduced to the Western world by an Italian mathematician named Leonardo of Pisa, who is also known as Fibonacci. He didn't really invent the sequence because versions of it were already known in ancient India before his time, but he made it popular in Europe. He has a book called Liber Abaci, or the Book of Calculation. In that book, he explained a problem about rabbits reproducing and solving it. He used the number pattern we now call the Fibonacci sequence. Because of him, the sequence became well known in Europe, and later, it was named after him. Fibonacci didn't invent the sequence, but he made it famous. That's why you call it the Fibonacci sequence today. The golden ratio is a special number found in nature, art, architecture, and design. It's often connected to beauty and balance. In simple terms, the golden ratio happens when you divide the line into two parts like this. The whole length divided by the longer part is the same as the longer part divided by the shorter part. This ratio is about 1.618. Real-life examples of golden ratio: the pattern of sunflower seeds, the shape of nautilus shells, the design of the Parthenon in Greece, many paintings like Mona Lisa, even credit cards use this shape. In summary, the golden ratio is a special number that shows up in nature and beautiful designs. It makes things look like balanced and pleasing to the eye. The golden ratio wasn't really invented by one person. It was discovered and explored over time by many thinkers in history. Ancient Greeks were among the first to study the golden ratio. A mathematician named Euclid described it in his book, Elements. He called it extreme and mean ratio. They used it in geometry, especially when dividing a line into pleasing proportions. Phidias, a Greek sculptor, may have used it in the Parthenon. Leonardo da Vinci used it in his art and called it the divine proportion. A mathematician named Luca Pacioli wrote a book in 1509 called The Divina Proportion, which featured Leonardo's drawings and helped spread the idea. In summary, the golden ratio was described clearly by Euclid in ancient Greece, but it became more famous through artists and mathematicians like Leonardo da Vinci and Luca Pacioli. So, no single person invented it. It was discovered and explored over centuries.